It was a series of frustrations, empty days full of suffering.
It's a kind of consumerism, but behind all of that, there's something else we're looking for. I'm sure most of us here have found themselves scrolling endlessly through Instagram. And then you suddenly realize, what am I doing with my life?
Because at home, everything was chaos, or at least that's how I perceived it.
My bad attitude, not having the courage.
I had to be the perfect kid, get perfect grades. And on the other hand, there was this inner anger.
Why are you so nervous about going to talk to that girl? What makes you so anxious about waiting for that text response?
The lack of virtuous masculinity, that is, a vicious, derailed, weak masculinity. That's the fall. It's hard for us to be who we truly are. And sometimes we don't even know who we really are. Through my Father's eyes, I need to receive the message that I have what it takes. And sometimes our fathers can't give it to us. Not because we aren't valuable, but because they're acting from their own wounds, from their own flesh, not from their hearts. The stereotype returning to machismo, it's wrong to cry, it's your fault. It's not that. It's returning to the true heart of man, strength, courage, loyalty, honor, discipline.
And we were designed to give ourselves entirely. You were given time. What are you going to do with it?
But the question and concern remain the same. What will people say?
We become zombies, fools, if we aren't living from this heart and truly fighting to be who we really are.
And we're looking for that magical Hollywood solution to our problems and how to solve them. But sometimes it's very simple. You can't love someone if you don't know them. I can't love my friend or my brother if I don't know them. If I don't know myself, how could I love myself? If I don't know God, how could I possibly love Him?
In this life, there's suffering.
Intolerance to physical pain, intolerance to frustration generates more suffering. We adopt a defense against it. I defend myself from this pain, which has generated lies in me with other lies. I don't cry, I don't need others.
And the truth is, we hide ourselves behind others. We say to ourselves, I have no weakness, there's nothing wounded in me, everything is fine.
And what happens?
The guy who tries too hard, I was him. I wasn't authentic, full of masks.
When this is poorly lived, we have these defects: inferiority complex or superiority complex, fear of women, distancing from them, or abuse.
And I was fine. The problem was everyone else. If I'm fine, then everyone else is wrong. So I thought, well, yeah, I'll go to therapy, but my environment isn't going to change.
That's another one of the lies that we tell ourselves. Notice how our lives contain lies and pain. What distances us from our hearts is trying to hide the lies with more lies.
I'm proud of you. Was what I had always wanted to hear from my father. Always trying to meet that expectation, to be good enough, to stand out and excel in every aspect. Relentlessly searching.
Receiving love to have more strength to love. It's not that our Father's love gives value to our existence, but rather our Father's love helps us to see that our existence is valuable. It doesn't give us the value. That comes from God. But yes, the Father helps us to discover that value. And if our Father couldn't give it to us,
it's not about blaming our parents.
God has other ways to help us reach our hearts again and discover the truth.
The truth is yes, because when you change, when you let God transform your life, your environment starts to change.
These desires we have as men, of battle, of adventure.
You realize that it reminds us of something hidden within us.
It's imprinted in your heart.
God's grace is constantly calling us to this truth.
Because the love of Christ is contagious. Only a heart that is burning with love can ignite love in others.
How much time did I waste in my life without realizing
God is fundamental.
It is never too late to start changing. It is never too late to open the door of your heart to God. He wants to do amazing things in your life.
When men pray together, we pray better.
The path offered by Christianity is a way to recover sonship, which for a man means learning the path of reinforcing his own masculine identity.
But it's necessary for God to help us develop it. You can't just hide behind reason and logic.
The first spiritual weapon is prayer.
Fighting for what we believe is right. Fighting for what it's in our hearts. It's worth it all.
Feeling sufficiently loved as a child of God is all that matters.
How do I become the Father's son? By identifying with Christ, allowing Him to teach me to be His son.